Not right now! Sorry, guys. Sorry. Other stuff happened as well. We are back, trying to get everything back up again. And, what is it? Power went out, and that killed my modem and stuff, and my modem's a little bit finicky. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Oh, no, not like this. Other stuff happened as well. We are back. Not like this. We have to click the other buttons. I think you guys should be able to see us in game now. We are in game now. Is this video for kids? No. Obviously not. We might show spreadsheets on here. But we are trying to wrap up this war with Korea. I don't think we're going to be able to be honest. I don't know how we land Korea without them bankrupting. To be fair, they might be bankrupting. Maybe we could actually just significantly gimp them through convoy raiding. Game sound on, stream working now? Alright. Are there crazy storms in LA right now? Not as far as I know. I'm not in LA, I'm in Orange County. Double generalist. All okay there, general? Pretty good. Let's double check that the game is streaming in. Yeah, okay, the game is. So, if we can cause them to have a shortage in their market of goods... Wait, why do we have fronts not attended to? Okay, they must be over here. What do you mean they're not attended to? They seem attended to. Oh, this front down here. Oh, down there. Down. Alright, we'll move that guy over then. Brazil's out. So we take a chunk of land. Let's reset the production methods here. We could also incorporate this. It's going to be a 20-year incorporation, and I don't think it's going to affect our stuff too much. So I think we're on board with that. We can do another one of these. This is a little bit less important now. I think we're going to go with Phoenician trade. Literacy, because we're not close to the 75% breakpoint. 8.6. Brazil's somewhat likely to side against us. I think that's fine, though, if they do. Get another company. Not sure what we want to put in yet. Portugal lost that war. Look at that. Portugal tasting defeat. not in the good way. Maybe. Our colonization's starting to get going. Yeah, so now we're just getting to targeting convoys. Next raid. They're exporting small arms. Damn, damn, damn. They're importing ammunition, though. They have an ammunition shortage. Minus 50% is a lot. We're gonna get rid of that and that so that we can afford another decree for enlistment efforts in Tunisia, because this is where most of our army is, so the extra training rate is going to be useful. Actually, I think we can put one of these back in. So we'll do that, and then come back here. Because most of our army that is recruiting into this, like this 11 and this 10, most of them are in Tunisia. So if we get more training rate, we can get those guys up faster. And since these guys have minus 50% defense, we might actually be able to land them. Look at them trying to be a hero here. That doesn't work, my guy. That's not how this works. What happened to the stream? The power went out, and the power like flickered out, so my computer stayed on, but it killed the modem, and then my modem's a little finicky, so I had to like get it up and coming again, which involved restarting the computer. What is a Roman, and why are they not welcome? Someone asking the real questions. This mod has way higher population numbers than vanilla. Started to get severe slowdowns in 1870. Interesting. You sure about that? I mean, obviously we have to take a look at... Well, Sichuan has so much oh, that's... Just kidding. I think he is sure about that. 66 million? What the hell? Why does Sichuan have 66 million pops? Are they all unemployed? What's going on? Oh, that was the country. I'm stupid. GXZ has not a lot of pops relative to vanilla. Are you sure? I don't know about that thesis, my guy. I thought they just took the whatever pops were in vanilla. Yeah, they can't really stand up to our navy here. That's different. Did they change? I know they changed quite a bit of stuff in military. Wasn't expecting to see that. I mean, we could go breach loaders just to try and win the war. Next. Make sure no one sided with them. No one did. I wonder if these guys are also running a shortage. The AI seems pretty bad at handling the shortage thing. Yeah, so they're also running a shortage. They would in theory be easier to land, but we don't get anything from landing them really. Other than forcing them out of the army before... I guess we do get a little bit, because we would be able to force them out first. Maybe we could just churn through them because we have a higher recruitment rate. I think we could push EOS on clothing, maybe a little bit. trying to keep the queue going. Yeah, by the time the guy gets here, he might be 47, 48 battalions. He's going to have way more eventually. Which is maybe a reason to... Wait, why does this guy have a weird number of things? I want to delete that one specifically. No, we gotta go into the queue. Get a new election here. New election, new me. We definitely want to keep as our ruler the Industrialist because he is cautious. We could do this like whenever we want to get him in. Suppose we could do that right now, but... We are making progress here, because they are having... Wow, they must be having an absolute monstrous penalty here. But we only get in on 10k. Why is there only 10k defending? I guess maybe we could get in. But now... Is that Korean? We see city garrison. Might be the number of nations still alive in 1870 compared to vanilla, whereas unrecognized powers have short lifespans. Yeah, I think more nations... hurts performance, but having one nation really big hurts performance more. Plus, there are a lot of split states judging by borders, and so state pops being split into 2+ groups means double or more calculations compared to vanilla. This would also make sense to me. So now they add a bunch of guys, including the guys who are their allies. How long are the allies in here for? Or are these guys just subjects? These guys are just subjects. They're never get. Oh, yeah. Okay, they're never getting. They're never leaving this war. I understand. Does help that they're running a shortage. We can also think about what company we want to do. I think that we want to try and look for a unique company that we like. We can't slot in a bank yet. We don't have the technology. I kind of want to play around with pushing birth rate intentionally, but especially with slaves. See how that works. Just we just like really can't get them above like a reasonable. I don't even know what type of company I'm really looking for here, to be honest. This is maybe the problem. We'd love to have glass, sulfur, to a lesser extent lead. We already have companies for like the 4 best things to have companies for. This is a company. What is this? Burma. It's wild as hell. How much are we paying for bill goods? Goods for military buildings. Yeah, I'm unconvinced the stimulus from that would be good enough to justify. It's a shame we don't have lead and sulfur company, because right now we have iron, coal. I guess we don't have steel. We don't have generic steel. Generic steel is probably a decent shout. I don't think there's another steel company that's going to give state construction efficiency. We can't do generic steel, though, because we don't have enough steel created. Okay, so that creates for us kind of pretty straightforward thing. So let's do that. And see if we can get this done. It's like I say, another day, another Carthage. That's what we do like to say. Carthage another day, as they say. Was considering decreasing taxes. Also, they might get into some tax trouble here. We're doing this because we're gonna be having the standard of living much easier now. So we're not gonna get below minimum very easily here with level 4, but also we should have all of our slaves, unless health insurance doesn't apply to slaves, which, to be fair, that would make a lot of sense. All of our slaves here should have a minimum SOL of 3, like as an absolute floor. Which, except for these guys still got 2. I mean, we see all of their SOL higher, because there was 1 on this one before. And we instantly hit the poverty crisis. Nice. Oh, we meant to check something. We get a boop. Edwig Live, thank you for the follow. Big nice. Slaves insurance is working hard if I understand. Slaves health insurance is working hard if I understand the arrangement correctly. You're not wrong. Let's take a look at society. I'm curious if slaves are in this group. Slaves are in this group. So slaves can be higher acceptance. I don't think that they care too much. I don't think they get to vote either, despite voting status. Love my new computer rig so much. I can have Steam, other web pages, Photoshop, Victoria Map Editor open, and nothing runs slow. Big nice. 996 gigabytes of RAM, that is a lot. So what did I walk into? We walked into us trying to figure out if we can... Trying to figure out if we can make slavery good. We're trying to make it great again, guys. But I can't figure out, for the life of me, exactly what is informing how much they're getting paid. Because if we... Alright, well, let's look through this. So the slaves on average that are less accepted, which to be fair, majority of slaves are here, so there's a sample size issue problem here, but we have 7.2 on average for these, 5.3 for these slaves, 6.9 for these slaves, of which they're a bigger group, yeah, so the acceptance status 6.9 here. It doesn't seem to be like a correlate of anything. But, like, I don't understand. So we have +2 base SOL, so every slave should have at least 3 SOL. I don't know why these guys have 2. You can see here, they're only getting +2 from the health system. I guess they would be at 0 SOL otherwise. And these guys are in Sicily. But the way they get paid out... Are they unemployed slaves? Is that the problem? So one of the things is you can't look at unemployed pops. You can only look at pops that have a profession. When they become unemployed, they're just a number. I think a slave is their profession, though. Maybe that's the issue with the slaves and their level of employment. The slaves, and why some groups are different than the others. So, like, not all of the slaves are employed. You know what? That's probably it. That's probably it here. So if we come and take a look at the slaves in Phoenicia, what's probably the case is that they just don't have enough jobs. No, but like different ones, different things pay out different amounts for like the slaves, it feels like. But if it is the case that they just don't have enough jobs for the overall group, then that would make sense. Because no, because they're tied to the building already, which means that they have a job there. I don't know why there's so much variance. Because if they're receiving the same basket of goods, there shouldn't be such a big variance in SOL. 15 SOL slaves, yeah, they eating rich. Is taking your slave to another country with public health insurance like taking a pet to the vet? That sounds funny. That's something. Do a USA run, won a mod just to invite Dickens and give Great Britain a bankroll for him? Honestly, maybe slaves in the gold mines are having the time of their life. Getting a lot of gold. You can check for unemployed. There is a filter. Oh, there's a filter. We just didn't notice it because we don't have eyes. The truth hurts. Oh, like, these slaves are super stratified too. Look at this. Shows some unemployed slaves in here. But they can be slaves and be... They were in Fez? They were getting paid kind of alright. We'll just do some of that. I think slaves work here as well. No, they don't. Only, I think it's just... They work in logging camps too, right? But other than that, it's just mines and agricultural stuff. So the idea in my mind was, like, theoretically, maybe the absolute top economy, you use 0 labor-saving PMs for, like, agricultural stuff, right? And then you just use debt slavery. Because the main reason is that they have, what is this? Let's choose the approval. But, oh my god, I lost my train of thought there. That's not good. I don't think we need either of those colonies, but yeah. You use, then you have, if you use slaves and you get a bunch of workforce ratio, then that effectively saves, like, the coal overall and that type of stuff that you need in order to run labor-saving PM on other things. So you just don't use any labor-saving PMs on any of the stuff that can be employed by slaves. Because the workforce ratio of 50% is really high, which is the base workforce ratio on slaves. And then if you also get modifiers, it'll be like 65%. Or whatever. I guess increased workforce ratio. We do get in. Hell yeah, brother. Which is why we brought this army over here, or are in the process of it. There we go. What's our infamy? It's probably 0. No, it's 2.3. It's almost 0. Very strongly considering just protectorating these guys next. Oh, France sides against us if we do that. Interesting. Are we no longer allies with France? We are. They have a defense pact with Egypt. Got it. So we could declare on Egypt someone they have a defense pact with. So we could declare on Jabal Shamar. Like an annex play on Jabal Shamar. And then Egypt joins in, Oman joins in, Baroda joins in, who cares? And then we pull in France, and then no, Egypt automatically will come in before we can pull in France, probably. And then France, having a defensive pact with Egypt, won't be able to come in. But then we could 1v1 and subjugate Egypt out of there too. Except we're going to go to 90 whatever infamy when we do that. And I don't really know if it's worth... I mean, it does give us states that we need for forming Phoenicia here. I guess we wait for, like, this 2 to decay out or whatever. Storm does approach. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, now they're just getting clapped because the minus 50% penalty is really bad. The AI is not very good at handling it. So we get that. We get that. We get it all. Whoa, looks like they just filled in all the blanks. Except for this one. So... I think this is the play we're gonna save. This is gonna be a kind of a big one. I guess we started the stream a little bit late. How long have we been going? Who knows? It's actually impossible to know because we have to look at the other stream too. I think we're saving either way because this is going to be a big war. And things can go a little bit wild. Maybe that's part of the fun though, but things definitely seem like they can go a little bit wild on this one. So that was only 2 hours. Okay. 2 hours and that was only 3 hours. Okay, yeah. We'll see if we can do this war. 2 SOL because 1 from wealth, plus 2 from health. A tiny number of pollution rounded down to 2. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's cute. They're so poor. I faked real power outage to ignore real questions. Gaming, are you gonna answer my second question? Ah, here we go. We got the hater. He's back. We thought maybe hate had left his heart. That's not so. The hater's gonna bring us down with questions. He's gonna make us question our reality. No! No! Alright. Let's do some of that too. And the second we can invite, we want to invite... Actually, no, we can't have France on our side. Yeah, okay. We have to just let Egypt join, yeah. Oh wait, we could do this? Is that I think that's against the rules, my friend. It's not, apparently. Well. Sultanate of Persia, what do you want, my guy? Transfer states? Ugh. We would love to get a front, but I don't think we love it that much. Especially considering Egypt's kind of easy to cheese with ships. Let's move these guys back. I don't know if we mobilize conscripts. I don't know if we'll need them. We're gonna last minute put in subjugate Egypt and hope that our homeboys don't leave. Ethiopia for an obligation will join. That'll give us a front, so we won't have to deal with the landings. It's probably good. I guess we have a front already, actually. So we don't need that. We're in good shape. What good thing did Carthage contribute to the world? Hannibal Barca, the most handsome individual to ever exist. What an obvious answer to an obvious question. No, I mean, like, if you're trying to trip us up, that's I think that's a little bit of a weird question, because to some extent, I think it should be obvious to the average viewer that, like, I'm semi-memeing when I'm hyping up Carthage. I suppose the real critical question would be, like, why are you a fan of child sacrifice? But I'm not a fan of child sacrifice. I'm joking, because that's what our country does. We sacrifice the children to the mines. Is there any way to affect lobbies? Like, I randomly get an anti-pressure lobby because they want higher prestige than me. I want it disbanded because it doesn't allow me a trade agreement. There's, like, a lot of little ways to affect lobbies, but lobbies are kind of like hard to have a lot of agency over. If you can make the groups, all the groups that are part of the lobby, marginalized, then that will make the lobby go away, if that's what you're trying to do. And also, if groups are in multiple lobbies, you will get events that will pull them out of one of the lobbies, and sometimes you get to choose. And so doing a bunch of stuff to specifically spike lobbies with other countries might be a way that you could try and do it. Generally, avoiding the things that lead to a lobby forming are kind of the things you kind of like want to avoid doing those if you can. Oh, we weren't paying attention. Son of a bitch. We forgot to put in the war goals. See, that's why I always put in the... Yeah. We forgot to put in the war goal chat. And we actually have to enforce this war goal reasonably quickly. Because Egypt doesn't have war goals on us. So, that means we will get timed out of the war. Which I like... It's like silly on the war system, but yeah. Come on, shiny face it. Carthage made Rome great again. Yeah, without Carthage, there's no Rome in some sense. Rome would have just been another regional nobody. Oh, we could just return state. Palestine? We could return state Palestine, not go high infamy, and release Syria, and then take all Syria back that way. I actually think I prefer this approach. To just raw dogging, because I think that we might also get yeah, I think I like this. Oh, now we can go after all this. Oh, this is kind of perfect. We couldn't go after this before, but now we can. Because they're in Liberate. Well, we don't want them to back down. It doesn't look like they're going to. We need 80 maneuvers to do everything. We don't have 80 maneuvers, so we have to think about what we want. We want the good borders, right? Syria, Transjordan, and Lebanon. Actually, or do we want the coast? We want the coast. We want to connect to Sultanate of Rum. So that means we need Lebanon, Aleppo. And now, probably Transjordan to connect or Syria to connect. So whichever's better between the two. Transjordan would give us an adjacency to Hejaz. But we can border gore our enemy by taking Syria. Yeah. Actually, is one going to kick us over 50? No, neither will kick us over 50. So yeah, I think this is better. And we will be forming Phoenicia, even though that's a step backward. Ireland sides with Yunnan. Things I don't see very often. Worst thing Carthage did was the Indian Resettlement Act. The children had it coming. Which religion is the new meta? You know, after a little bit of reflecting and looking at pop growth a little closer, I think Catholic might be best. A big part of that being that they made the company bonus bigger, but it's not, I guess, that much bigger in this mod. In vanilla, the company throughput bonus is considerably bigger, but that makes the bonus you get from Protestant a lot worse, because they didn't buff that, and The idea is you get a bigger bonus, but you don't have companies on the entire industry, or you don't have companies that don't have control over the entire industry. But now companies don't have control over the entire industry, and it's 10% throughput. So the 10% throughput would be like, yeah. So I think that this makes it so that is less attractive. The radicals and loyalists thing got completely nerfed on the ground because radicals and loyalists from political movements is a lot worse than SOL change. Radicals, loyalists, and so you're in a position where okay, let's try and get this in here. And let's keep these guys mobilized. So yeah, I think the pop growth is probably just better. Also, population growth's a lot better than minus mortality. I used to think Jewish was the best religion. It's probably not. Especially because literacy has a weird kind of negative effect with some other things. Wait, the Hasfid Kingdom sided with us? What the hell? I didn't notice that. They just decided, F it, we ball. I guess we probably don't need defense. So this should get in real quick. This actually maybe could have been an email. Put in these guys up here, and then probably look to land the capital. Oh no, we're just rolling them super hard. I believe we get a PM change here. I often forget to change this over. Which I think is better for us. I'm trying to think if we have any shopkeeper modifiers. We might have shopkeeper modifiers that are good from like our national focus. I don't think we do. So we'll do that. And then we also can put in a age thing. Radicals from Conquest. That's kind of attractive. Rifle Overlord. Consumption tax cost is also kind of good. Like, colonial generation's like, just like super useless. -1 interest rate is interesting. Plus 20% authority is also interesting. I think we'll go with minus radicals, because of course we are taking rightful Carthaginian clay. You guys might say I'm RPing, and you would be correct. Can't not take that. Alright, so I think we try and land these guys in the capital on Egypt. Jabal Shamar is about to... Hopefully it doesn't spaghetti when we annex it. It looks like we didn't spaghetti. We didn't spagoot. So we just get more Carthage here. More of the time. Just subjugate Egypt. It's so much infamy. And I think we might get claims on Egypt is the thing. Check if you need any state for religious bonuses. Oh, you're right, you're right, you're right. I'm so not used to this. Yeah, Egyptian desert. We should have taken Egyptian desert. We're gonna get Syria, though, for education access, so that's something. You right, you right, you right. My bad. What are we up to? 38 infamy? We're fine. I think, did they pull back anyone to deal with this? No, this is what's dealing with it. God, the one ship, you should just be able to throttle one ship and like not get delayed by one ship. I can't wait for the Navy rework. But yeah, this is just gonna get in and then Egypt's gonna get rolled up like a carpet. Are you familiar with Saul's Bellows quote about the Zulus and the Papuans? That's why I was asking these things about Carthage. I don't think I am. We're looking to get Well, I mean, there's actually also a lot of sources of state construction efficiency that maybe it's not even that good to have the steel company with state construction efficiency. Like, something else might be better. We still can't put it in? I thought we built the steel for that. We're maybe just, like, overthinking this, and having a company in is better than, like, trying to make sure we get the perfect company. This is the one we wanted. Just generic steel. I can't transfer them. I only have 2 levels available. Do I really need state-owned levels? I think I need the opposite of state-owned levels. Do some of that. We'll do that so they don't downgrade. We'll tell them to kick rocks. Did they change that wine from a throughput bonus to an output bonus? So we want public health insurance. Only the trade unions support that. We could try and get a... Reg bodies would be great for us actually right now. Considering we have like infinite bureaucracy. It's also a lot cheaper for us to run these, so getting these just to avoid the money deletion is actually probably worth it. Because we have all this like national focus stuff that gives us just like what is this? Government administration building throughput. Minus government wages. Oh, minus government wages, like, layered on top of this? I'm pretty sure this is an additive modifier. Bro, let's see. That's actually an insane modifier. Loan interest rate minus 60%, but minus... government wages of 50%. Normally wages are kind of like what gets you. I didn't even realize we were stacking that. We have a minus 20% mortality. Ooh, this is like... This is a lot. We have a very strong birth rate. 112% and then minus 80. Although we have... this isn't... Oh, this isn't including, like, literacy. So literacy with 60% on average, at least in our incorporated states, is going to be only 6% birth rate. Where's gov wages? We probably scrolled past it, and someone in the chat is probably freaking out, being like, you scrolled past a generalist, but our eyes are on the screen, so we can't read the chat. And then chat's like, no, he can't read. And then I'm just like, yeah, I can't read. It's true. Okay. Hopefully it'll bring range to naval bases. That'd be sweet. Libya is a France subject, unfortunately. But now we're gonna get to click the button. Who's ready to click the button, guys? Are you guys ready to click the button? Loan interest rate is a really good modifier. It is a really good modifier. Last patch, weak navies don't count for stopping naval invasions. In latest patch, don't they? I mean, to some extent, they're running different things. All right, we're gonna prolong the button click a little bit here. I think that we are going to boost this minus mortality. Really try to get after that birth rate, but in particular, this is the one we want really bad, real bad. Trade union, like this one is like insane. Like if there's a 50 stack navy versus 10, it'll just ignore it. Is that how it works? Hey Tarkus, how are we doing? I'd say 10 should be ignored, but the battle should not take forever. The issues with the AI splitting among navies among multiple leaders, rather than having one lead admiral and the C node. Yeah, this is the crux of the problem. All right, so for religion, we could do another one. I don't think we need this. I think we'll go for the birth rate. So now we have effectively 111% birth rate. Because we have 110%, or 112%, but then -6 because of our literacy, and then plus that now. I think it's time, guys. Are you ready, chat? If we can remember where they hid the nation formation, we can form Carthage. By this I mean Phoenicia. What do we need? We need pan-nationalism? Well, we don't need breach loading artillery anymore, so... 23 months, chat. I was teasing you, like, trying to make you wait, but then we really had to make you wait. Truth hurts. Let's see. We do love siding against Rome when we can. Roman war reparations sound kind of nice. What did they even want from Rome? Revoke a bunch of claims, conquer some stuff. Classic. Do they decline? Wow, someone else snaked our war reparations. That someone is our subject. That's cute. We are already attempting. We have to wait for them to decline it, or is it just bugged now? Might just be bugged now. Okay, no, we can try and liberate something off of these guys. We could subjugate these guys, actually. This is probably a really good one. It's only 23 infamy. So we wait. But they have the rights to Amazonia, which they will eventually colonize. We could even make them change their laws to colonize it. So I guess it's a little bit of chill mode. Womp womp, basically. You scrolled past it, I'm freaking out. That's what we like to hear. Okay, Generalist, I dodge questions better than a politician. Gaming, thanks for another wonderful conversation. Dude, are you actually not a hater? That hurts my feelings. I feel so deceived. Or did he ask a question and then I didn't answer it? Your question was, are we familiar with something? We said we aren't. How's that dodging the question? We're not familiar with it. I can't comment on it. It was like, it can't be done. My guy. We'd love to bust up Manchuria, but it's not gonna happen. Carthage disappoints again. Classic. Not like this. Are you staying Carthage for more time? Aren't you happy? We are kind of a little happy. I think we have to go Phoenicia because, like, nation formation matters, you know? But, like, we could humiliate one of these. I think it's just none of this is worth it, man. Unless some of this is ooh, Mato Grosso and Piranha? Wait, hold the phone. So Par is an insane state. Some of these, the thing is, some of these are not incorporated. Okay. Piranha. What about Para? Para's not incorporated. Oh wait, it is? It's just got like no pops, is that it? Why is this so cheap for us to take? We have a truce with them. I think we are gonna go for Para. Para's just like an insane state. These guys are in the Arabia type of thing. Move these guys over here. And we really want to make sure that Brazil specifically gets enforced on, so we'll do some of this. We're making money, it's because our queue's not filled. Do some of that. Someone named White God 88 is most likely just a troll. Yeah, the possibility was not lost on me. They're either a troll or a white supremacist. I'm starting to think now it's more troll. Or I mean, Porque no los dos. It could be both. It's weird that he's not in a Hoey stream. He's either born in 88 or something more unsavory. No, I think combination with White God definitely makes it more likely that he is that's the Hail Hitler distinction. How's Rome defending? We maybe want to keep the Navy a little close. Okay. Now these guys are evened out. Probably should, like, look at ideology, but... we have not been. They're gonna have, like, no org for, like, forever. Really? They have losing fronts? I mean, the AI doesn't like to do landings when they don't have a front, so maybe we can just get involved here. It looks like we pushed this pretty well anyways. We will not take the minus manufacturing input throughput. He's been diamond head to me since May 2024. Literally the first thing I always say to journalists coming to stream is something diamond head. Wait, what? Okay. Okay, journalists, my pop growth spreadsheet claims overpopulated affect mortality and caps at 10 when it actually affects birth rate and caps at 25. My pop growth spreadsheet claims overpopulated affects mortality. Oh yeah, that's just an error on the inputs. I was a bit less in the entire like video. I didn't like look at overpopulation or underpopulation at all. But yeah, it affects birth rate, not mortality. The reason being is like if you're looking at it from like an aggregate country perspective, over and underpopulated are like weird modifiers to look at and like just not worth it. There's also like a migration penalty for like over like not is I don't think there's one for overpopulation. I'm not 100% sure on that, but there might be. No, yeah, the other spreadsheet thing I'm working on also has a mistake on it. I haven't finished it yet. I'm planning on doing that later today. But yeah, that we can fix that later. I'll write that down. It's supposed to be the other one. That's right. Does it really cap at 25 though? I don't know why I thought it capped at 10. Something else caps at 10 then that we were looking at. Yeah, the over and under population was a little bit more like tangential to like the important analysis though. I wasn't as focused on it. You have an excess of authority? Slightly. How much can the Canine religion spread? Well, right now it's looking pretty good. Actually, we're doing a really good job converting. The thing is if the pops don't get seeded, you can't convert. This is another thing that I like think is kind of annoying. So there's no Canaanites here, so we can't grow the religion here. But here they are converting. And it looks like they have more political strength. Or, sorry, they have more political strength but not as much pop. But, like, you literally zero conversion until you, like, seed the pop. So we need to get people Canaanite and then cause them to exodus. And then only then will we be able to do stuff if we want to spread the religion. So we have to, like, grow the pops a ton domestically and then ship them out. So, like, in theory, like, there's, like, maybe a strategy involving, like, juggling decrees for, like, migration attraction to ship them to one place so they can get converted and then ship them out so they can proselytize. Yeah. Only 330 construction. To be fair, we could probably add more. I hate this weird tension, though, where you, like, don't want to actively be building your company's things yourself. Like, we would prefer to get the construction efficiency from the company. Looks like we're crashing over here. And we wouldn't if we... Yeah. Portugal will be super okay giving up this land too because it's isolated. And that's how the AI rolls. We're still improving relations with them. See what we can do in terms of playing nice with some of the bigger people. Ooh, Han's formed. Big nice on that front. We might get Wu sometime soon, too. Someone getting mad about a spreadsheet? Bro, he begins spreadsheet wars now. The spreadsheet wars. One spreadsheet to rule them all. One spreadsheet to... where they were all of them deceived. For another spreadsheet was made. Deep in the fires of Google Docs. Poured his... was it malice, hate, and will to dominate all life into a spreadsheet. Classic. Yeah, really caps on 25. Also, why no modern sewage in it? Modern sewage not being in there is an oversight. I knew I was forgetting some modifiers. Pollution effects reduction, yeah. I'll have to make a separate tab for modern sewage. I don't think there's another one of those modifiers. I knew there was a couple things I was forgetting, but modern sewage still won't affect most of the overall analysis. I mean, it'll make public health insurance look better, even better, which was kind of already the way you look at it. This place is real good. I think we try and get some pops out here. We're just putting the level 1s on auto expand. It'll be a little bit slow going, but we just want to keep guys employed up on that if we can. We're almost at Phoenicia here, guys. You can use missionaries. They'll convert even with 0 pops of your religion. Oh! Oh, that changes things then. I see. I take it all back. Religion is useful. Or, sorry, the missionaries are useful. We can't send them. Oh, do we have all of our missionaries out right now, maybe? So you're saying this will start the population converting? There's some Jewish. I mean, I don't know how they would do that in terms of game mechanics, but that would... that's something I wish that there was kind of present. Is an ability to seed the religion, which, like, doesn't work. So it's just victory with EU4 ideas, kind of. Check your decrees into Tunisia. You need to recall them. Takes 6 months to see the first changes. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we just need one, and then the conversion will take care of the rest, like the base conversion. But I think that's us putting that in is probably why this is now like 100%, or not even 100%. It's just 69%. Nice. We can unlock an aspect of the faith. Such a like big decrease in radicals from conquest. I'm really curious if we're gonna get more claims by going Phoenicia. Maybe we save, and then if we like, if this event is like a complete nothing burger, we won't actually. We'll just reload and play Carthage. Yeah, the current error that's on the new spreadsheet thing I'm working on is that it's not calculating free money correctly for the laissez-faire and interventionism privately owned stuff. I don't think we really need much enactment chance, man. So glad to see Rome getting cut down just a little bit. They're getting cut down a little bit. We're more than just a little bit happy. Yeah. Offers us military assistance if we help with Bremen. I think we're okay with that. I think we're already getting war reps, or not war reps. I think we're already getting a bankroll from them. Yeah, it's not worth a lot. Wait, why is that worth like actual like nothing? That's all the French are making? They're only making 100K? What the hell? How are they only making 100K with a quarter of our GDP? And we're making 5x them? I guess it kind of makes sense. I don't know about all that. Let's see. I think we can get started on that. Let's merge these with the Carthaginian fleet as well. And then we do have some military shipyards. Oh, yikes. Errors, mistakes were made. We need to just reset in the new state that we acquired. So we're not going to do the other stuff, but let's kind of come in here. Or, no, we don't want all steel hulls. We want this, and then this, and then... yeah. That'll work out. A little bit of ironclad action. Let's get rid of our trade routes that are... these ones. Wow, we really only have... what is wrong? Wait, what? How can that be the only profitable trade routes we're running? We're on free trade. That doesn't make any sense. Alright, we have a coal company, and we can barely export coal? Does this mod do something to trade? Or does it do something to Mappy so that they can't really receive trade very well? Oh, it's just because everyone's middling size, so you can't run any big trade routes? Is that it? Let these rethink. Let's try importing grain. Interesting. I wonder if our tariffs just way bigger. So weird. I mean, I don't want to spend too much time trying to figure that out right now. Oh, we lost our child sacrifice, national focus. A pity, or a piety, even. Let's just do that. think we're just not going to do anything in this war. 23 infamy. And this will not bring us over the threshold. Brazil's likely to join against us. But we could peel war reps off Brazil if that happens, I guess. Also kind of okay with these guys just backing down. Move these guys over here. Are you working on something to calculate how the reinvestment from multiplier from under 50 GDP? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm working on. It's mostly done, it just doesn't calculate it right. It doesn't calculate free money on laissez-faire and interventions on private ownership correctly. Because I thought you already had something for reinvestment from LF. Not specifically related to that. We'll just use those guys regular, but they'll be in the region if we need something more. And then... I think we're just going with more birth rate. Hell yeah, brother. Minus dangerous working conditions. My favorite. And okay. We're starting to make use of our bureaucracy. Maybe they made institutions cost more and we're just kind of in okay shape regarding evaluation on this. Let's go steel frame. I think we can't be at war for forming this. No, we can. Okay. We'll take a save. Because if it doesn't give us anything, then we're just going to stay Carthage. Where's Hannibal? In our hearts forever, obviously. I think we do have a general named Hannibal. Someone said we had one. I didn't see him, though, when we were recruiting him. I guess we could take a close look. Come in here. You can see if anyone's named Hannibal. We have Hannibal Botanid, not Hannibal Barca. That's our only Hannibal. It's Hannibal at home, truly. You guys ready? A glorious union. That's a lot of loyalists. 5% loyalists. That is a thing. Do we get anything else? The birthplace of Phoenicia. Long live Phoenicia. That's a lot more loyalists. And we get religious fervor decaying for 9 years, plus 300% conversion. Okay, maybe we do Phoenicia. Alright. These guys are fearful and likely to back down. I think we like breaking them up a little bit. So, I'm going to try and do that. It's not going to be primary war goals, but it'll be something. But yeah, I mean, we're starting to pull ahead of people here quite a bit. I suppose. Sag when no new claims? I know. I was hoping we'd get new claims. That's like why we were a little bit soft on going after some stuff. We still have a claim, I think, on this and a little bit. We do want Egyptian desert as well, because it's a holy site for us. This is on Funj. We maybe should have released Funj then. You're gonna ally the Oda clan. Oh, the weebs in chat would love us trying to ensure that the Oda clan makes Japan us fight against Korea. Can't even find them. There they are. Let's do it for the memes. We'll ally with the Oda clan. Oh, they're fearful. We have 65 maneuvers. This is going to be primary, which makes it less likely that they back down. Oh, maybe we don't want to release this from Brazil. I just forgot that they have some stuff. They have a bunch of stuff unincorporated. Right? Let's get Mato Grosso when the getting's good then. Yeah, that was a mistake. Shoot. If any of this is unincorporated, that's a mistake, which I think some of it is. Oh, just kidding. We're so smart, clever, and handsome. How's the conversion F Spain going? So we are getting some. So now we have them seated here, here, here. We need to seed them here. I think that we're just gonna recall them all. I actually love this change because it's actually something that's so obnoxious and makes like religious play actually just like impossible. The fact that you like seeding religions is like functionally impossible in some situations. So it's like it's actually just like. You just like make the concession. You're just like, oh, I can't do this, like, right? And it's kind of annoying. We'll convert the motherland. But can you also do this to get your primary culture in another place too? To seed them there. So maybe we add a governor here for that purpose. Alright. The Phoenician dream. We're living it. Meme General strikes again. There's only one thing people want and it's Japan content. How could you not do it? Let's do this. So, this will be good for us to get Mato Grosso, though. Going for South America strikes again. I guess because they have not a lot of pop. I think they just increased... Did they just increase the ceiling on the pop modifier, but not the actual modifier? That's maybe how they approached that. Did we lose an interest somewhere and then that stopped our colonization? I think this is a mod thing that, like, colonization stops a lot and I'm not a fan. Maybe it has to do... You know what it might have to do with? The fact that strategic regions are different in, the live vanilla. There are different... this is not... It's North and South India in, like... the other version of the game, right? think we had a lot of... Here, let's see if we have unemployment, and then let's see what we can do about it. Not much. Okay. Then let's see if we have starvation, and see what we can do about it. A little bit. Not very much. I guess we kind of don't need to worry about it. Let's add a little bit more of this. That should help with starvation anyways. Also, those are the type of mill goods we're paying for, so probably fine. And then where is our... Oh, they don't need our help to do this though. Where's our 30 stack go? Traveling currently. Let's land you on top of the capital. Let's get some auto expands where we have iron going. Iron, coal, and lead. Nice, nice. We're especially going to need a lot more of this. And then I think here we could do explosives and fertilizer. Because it is a place where we have sulfur. Iran doesn't have that much stuff. These glassworks are kind of okay in Algiers. I don't know. Here's kind of where we write home. We get to produce everything here. The problem is the negative state construction efficiency, but honestly, we have a bunch of positive modifiers for it, so negative state, it's not anywhere near as oppressive if you have, like, positive modifiers for it. Spectre Haunting the World's about to pop. Yeah, Brazil should be, like, on the verge of capitulation. They're in real bad shape here. Which, glad we got... Yeah, this is going to be a really good war for us. We will get kind of the good chunks of South America, release another country we can go for. Wonder if there's a world where we could trade Brazil or Portugal for stuff. Because they'll be much more likely to trade these split states in here, like Mato Grosso, which is an insane state. And it's just Mato Grosso and Amazonas. I think this is generally the one we like. But huge upswing in our loyalists kind of situation overall. How are we doing on this? It's a lot for being below minimum. You know what? I think it's the slaves are becoming radical. The slaves are really driving the radicalism. Ugh. Yeah, maybe you can't just make slavery work. There's only one thing people want, is Byzantium content. This is actually fair. Byzantium content also goes super hard. I think that's more for EU4, though. I don't know, the two most played countries are in Victoria 3 aren't Greece. Greece and Qing, they're Japan and Qing. Good night, Gigi. Good night, Remy. I didn't touch India's interest. It's all the vanilla stuff. Yeah, but the states are different, right? Because you have the states from 1.7. You're pretty sure some religions in Syria are already seated? Like they already have Canite? Oh, you're right. You're right. Well, then we don't need those there. We do need it here, though. Nope, we got it seated. But that's definitely a change I like a lot. Because functionally, like, the problem is you just, like, actually can't get the religions going. I kind of wanted a Monte Grasso. I guess this is kind of okay. This is actually an insanely good state, too. Can we send it to our subjects? Yeah, no, we can't. I'm trying to think where we would need to see. Oh, yeah, Transvaal and stuff. Oh, we have some there. Looks like we had some migration happen. None here, though. And we didn't incorporate this earlier because of literacy reasons, but I think we're safe to do it now. These are good states to have incorporated. Good night from me too. See you later at Lviv as well. It's quite late here in Europe. I'll be going too. See you later as well. I think once we're about to wrap up anyways when this war ends. We get Rubber Rush. I think we maybe got one more session in us for this. Get Monte Grasso. Fantastic. You love to see it. Really strong state. This is a split state right now. And then these guys as well. Now, are these guys... Yeah, everything starts incorporated, which is fine. See how our subjects feel right now, actually. New Granada's kind of pissed. But this gives us, like, more opportunities to actually annex them if they side against us and this type of thing, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. And then we get a really hefty infamy cost reduction on them. I don't think we're close to getting, like, a national focus or anything. Yeah, we're pretty far away in terms of idea point generation. So... Oda Clan wants Senpai to notice them, basically. If we deck on Korea again, which I think is the way we'll go about this, we can side them in with, like, Conquer State on Korea and slowly try and feed them Japan. A released Byzantium video 7 hours ago. It's on track to pass the UK annexes France fitted as 1 out of 10. Yeah, it's all Japan, Byzantium, and China. This is the trio. I should really just do more Byzantium stuff. Or if you're doing CK, Bohemia, play it all. Brazil is mostly in Argentina and Chile, as was intended. It is mostly in Argentina and Chile, though. It's got, like, the little tips of Brazil here. No, we gotta, probably gonna try and do China over Byzantium. I haven't done Byzantium in forever. Maybe I should just play the Byzantium mod. Could do that on stream and then convert it into a video or this type of thing. Maybe that's the way to do it. In terms of mods to play after this one, I think we've still got at least one more session in here. We kind of want to reach the later game and see some of the other stuff. Let's take a quick look at national ideas and then we'll head out. Because they did get rebalanced. 7% prestige, innovation, unity throughput. Unity throughput's an interesting one. It's pretty strong. Speaking of unity throughput, we actually need to... Economies of scale for us, I think it's 30 now, so we need to do that. Or we would like to do that. Economic ideas, minus tax waste. Probably doesn't move the needle. State construction efficiency is good. Minting is now okay. Tax collection... I don't think it's a free money modifier. If it's a free money modifier, it's really good. I don't think it is, though, but it's, like, not exactly a bad modifier. Production research speed is good. And more state construction efficiency, so a total 7% state construction efficiency in here. Ethnocentric. Probably not very good. Education access qualifications. Yeah, I don't think that one's very good. This one's interesting, but I think it's, like, ultimately, like, only good in particularly in the early game. One of the problems is, like, once you already pass all your stuff, it's not very good. I think diplomatic was generally not very good, except for the plus infamy decay. But that's, like, kind of what diplomacy is about. I guess research speed. Production research speed over society? Immigration push is one we were interested in. Society research speed on qualifications as well. A ton of throughput. This might be what we go for next. In particular, the output's a really strong modifier. Tech spread. It's kind of okay. Minus penalties from turmoil's a decent modifier if you plan on intentionally going it. I think we're going to end up causing turmoil net with our slavery, so maybe slavery is no good. We're just trying to make it good. Extra provinces captured. This one might be like kind of what's best in vanilla, just because it's the best at taking stuff faster versus the AI, especially after the minus milgoods cost nerfs here. The minus milgoods ones might still be best. The problem with naval ideas is just that, like, the AI is so bad with the navy that, like, having a better navy is not really a substantive thing. Is the problem more so than, like, these bonuses. Like, in multiplayer, I would be super interested in having 20% navy defense and navy bases building throughput, which is, like, effectively 10% offense and defense, right? And then also 15% navy offense. I think I'd be into that. But here's the minus milgoods cost. Conscriptable battalions. Minus military wages is also pretty nice, especially if you're stimming the economy with this. This might be the way to go anyways. Strength in numbers. Don't hate strength in numbers from the, like, perspective of Carthage. So we have defense on artillery, offense on artillery. In theory, getting bonuses on infantry would be probably the best, because you could use mono infantry, but I don't think there's an infantry-oriented one, which makes sense. There probably shouldn't be. You should try the mod Australia New Zealand mod. Fun mod in a neglected area. It is. Put that idea group back. You haven't even finished your first 3. I mean, I don't think you get anything extra from finishing them. We're just gonna go for the best bonuses and then chill out on them. Manufacturing industry's throughput's really good, so we are gonna finish this one though. Still craving that East Deloria run in X there. We put it to a vote last time. It didn't do too well. Phoenicia taking cavalry ideas would be hilarious. I mean, it's on brand. They had very strong cavalry, Numidian cavalry, like mercenaries, and that was like militarily, like relative to Rome, they had a pretty significant advantage in cavalry. Also, elephants are kind of like cavalry of a different sort. Pretty sure naval-based throughput means extra goods consumption for just an increase in training rate. Oh, really? That might be right. It used to give offense and defense. God, it used to get throughput from a state being unincorporated on everything, and it used to apply to barracks and naval bases as well. So it used to be smart to build like your barracks overseas, and then barracks used to be the site at which there was offense and defense. And so you used to build barracks overseas to make like Space Marine like plus 10% offense, defense guys, but I think it was the base offense and defense, so it was multiplicatively effective with other modifiers, and so they would really crunch through other troops. We didn't abuse that because we thought it was really stupid, but like, yeah, if it's unincorporated, they would fight better and this type of thing. I will buy a super pack. Is that allowed? Okay, so I actually am going to, on the Patreon, start a vote for the run following the Jewish Japan run. And for that run, I'm open to it being modded, but what that's going to be is that's going to be a wealth vote. So to some extent, if you subscribe to the Patreon, you can get a wealth vote, but you're still voting, you're just voting in a smaller pool. It's still democratic. There's no like, there was one person who was contributing a lot, though, and I asked him how serious he was about a joke run idea. Like, he wanted me to do, like, how to deindustrialize, and then he never responded back to me. If you said I wanted you to deindustrialize, I would have done it, but he was contributing a lot, like an amount that made me feel bad. But then he stopped being a monthly contributor, which, like, now I don't feel bad. Or, yeah, I was like, man, this is just too much for, like, nothing. But I think we have it here. To form a super PAC, make multiple Patreon accounts. Don't do that, please. I want it to be democratic. If you make it undemocratic, then I would have to reevaluate how I do things. I don't want to do that. Because then it'd be like, oh man, now I have to... No, don't do that, please. Because I want it to be democratic. I don't want one person to just roll in with, like, the biggest thing, like, the biggest bankroll and just buy the run. Don't do that. Yeah, if 10 people all vote the same way every single time, and it's the same 10 people, we might have to rethink the way we do things. But I guess let's quickly look at some of the ledger stuff and then be on our way. So we're considerably ahead of, I think, the next person, which to some extent this might be like the problem with the mod, is that or not, it's not a problem with the mod, it's just the nature of any mod that has all middling powers versus really big powers, is you very quickly eclipse the rest of the world. But we've also played out like a third of the game and formed Phoenicia and kind of done the things. So, you know, pretty satisfied with that. But yeah, let's see if anyone's streaming on Twitch. Let's not Americanize this democracy. Please, no. You mean oligarchize this democracy? Could someone please tell me what mod this is? This is the mod titled Project Variety. We're also playing with more unique companies, but this isn't the one that you're, like, really visually seeing. The Ethiopian... Yeah, you'd have to compete with Yankees fan for, like, buying a run. But Rome still exists? That's right. That'll be what we do. We still need to salt Rome. Correct you are. That's actually true. We definitely need to play more. I hadn't considered this. Let's see if anyone's streaming Vic 3. We're streaming Vic 3. Hey, yo. Just people in foreign languages. It do be like that. Someone's doing a mega campaign. And they've made it to Vic 3. And they only have one viewer? Alright, we're gonna raid them. MIDI got work. Oh, let's make sure it's not German.
That's because we have high infamy.
He has high infamy, so it's not in German. Well, I mean, sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes the Germans do get high infamy, you know what I mean? Alright, so raid. MIDI got work. We will link his Twitch to anyone on YouTube who wants to check him out. What Runs Generalist is a tutorial channel? What runs indeed. I swear we're gonna get the Jewish Japan one out. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, etc. Mostly etc. And, you know, have a good one. Bye-bye now. And then we gotta send the raiders out. Raid now!